Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Snakes and Coffee. Happy Monday. Happy beginning of the week. What's up? How's everybody feeling? I hope y'all had a good weekend. Sear was this weekend, man. What's up with Sear? Everybody that went to Sear, I heard a little bit, not too much. I seen like a couple little pictures, videos of people like, hey, I'm here, I'm at the show, but I haven't seen a whole lot of like what's going down at the show and stuff for animals or anything like that. That being said, admittedly, I haven't been on social media like a whole lot this weekend. Been like super tired and just like chilling out, napping and doing my own thing. But yeah, I'm excited to see uh how the show went and hear more about it. Um, I did hear a little bit that there was a good variety of animals there. I know a couple people in the circle picked up some like super fire dope ass ball pythons, but I heard that there was a good variety of other animals. I heard that there were some doomies there, some doomerals boas, so that's pretty cool. I'd like to see if anybody got some pictures of those. Um, One thing I don't know if anybody knows, I've heard that a lot of the doomerals boas in captivity in the U.S. are actually hybrid Dumerals and Madagascar ground boas, which is crazy. I got one actually that's a hybrid. My other one might be as well. I'm not sure, but one is for sure. It's been confirmed. That's kind of crazy though. I wish that like they look so much alike that probably in the beginning people didn't know what they had. That's probably how they got mixed up and hybridized, but I kind of wish that people would have known more about that and kept them separate and stuff, especially with the Madagascar ground boas and stuff, because everybody becoming endangered and stuff like that, and they're less known, even though them and the Doomies look almost literally identical. They're actually different species, kind of like how the whole green anaconda thing is going down in the Amazon, where they're identical but different species. Um, but yeah, other than that, I want to see. What else did y'all see at Sear? Um, Different species of snakes. I gotten really into like the king snakes and colubrids recently. I want to see what did you guys see in that avenue. Geckos. I heard that there's some really cool geckos, some rare geckos and stuff like that. So definitely, I'm waiting for everybody to upload their videos and their pictures and stuff like that. I know Sierra's popping, bro. Stop gatekeeping it. Share it with everybody. We didn't all get to go. We want to see what's up. Uh, Other than that, what else happened this weekend? I can't think of anything. Definitely, yeah. I want to see everybody's videos, stuff like that. Got my green tea. I've been hooked on this like instead of getting coffee, been getting matcha. I don't know. I like tea, and that shit to me it tastes pretty good. And it gives me more of an energy boost. So it wakes me up more than like the coffee. I don't really think coffee ever woke me up or gave me energy in the first place. I just kind of like liked it or whatever. But this stuff I noticed the other day, I like chugged it at work basically, and I was freaking geeked for like 10 minutes. I was just like, whoa, just running around like a crazy guy. So yeah, it was crazy. You guys drink this stuff? Let me know. A lot of people say that it tastes like earth or like grass or anything. I don't think so. I think it just tastes like tea. Say what's up to the chat. Like, who's all in here today? Whoa, it looks like a lot of people. Got the homie Duval tapping in. What's up? Good morning, bro. Appreciate you being here. Got the sponsor tapping in. AA round number 3. What's up? What's up? Appreciate you tapping in. I know you're on your mail route doing your thing. Drive safe, bro. Got the homie Chris. What's up, bro? Appreciate you. Hell yeah. No, you were at Sear. Got the homie Santos. What up? What up? Who else? Oh, we got F&A in the building. What's up? What's up? I know you guys are enjoying your green tea, getting your wake and bake on right now. Hell yeah. Uh, Hit me up after the show. See if we bullshit backstage. Got the homie Nick 666. What's up, bro? Appreciate you. Is that everybody? Oh, we got the Cookie Man in the building. Hell yeah. Starting your week off right. You over there baking while I'm getting baked. Got Walleye John's happening. What's up, bro? Hell yeah. That's everybody. Thank you, everybody, for tapping in. I appreciate you guys being here, not only today, but every week. Not on this show, on all my shows. And I just really, I know I say it all the time, but I really, really do appreciate it, man. You guys are the shit. Appreciate everybody being here. Appreciate all the love and support that I've been getting. The channel's been getting. The growth pause has just been like crazy to me. Not something I expected. So thank you all for fucking with me. That's what's up. But enough of me bullshitting, bro. Let's get into this coffee close-up for the week. If I can get my shit right over here. StreamYard's been acting crazy. Any of you guys use StreamYard? Has it been acting crazy for you? Because for me, it definitely has. It's been on some bullshit. Yeah. This week's coffee close-up is going out to the homie Ash at Morph Minded. If you guys don't already know, man, you guys are sleeping. I don't know where you've been. You've been under a rock in Brumation doing something. But this right here, man, this is the Malice gene. I'm not sure if this got something else in it, if it's a combo or if it's just straight Malice. But either way, man, this thing is crazy. As he calls it, the granite of granites. Ever since I first seen these started popping out on Instagram, bro, I've just been hooked. This is one of the coolest ball python morphs that I've ever seen. The super form is crazy, super crazy. Got the privilege of seeing it in person at the last Tinley show. Hoping to see some more again at the upcoming Tinley. Maybe even get my hands on some in the near future. Wink, wink. But yeah, man. Shout out to the Dinker gang and shout out to Ash for just opening everybody's eyes to the Dinkers and just letting them know that like we're not done with this ball python shit. There's a lot more morphs out there, and you could see why I just love this snake and this gene, man. It's got the crazy busy granite stuff going on. That's something that I like personally. It does like the crazy muscle arm stuff, almost like Hurricane, but like way more crazier. You can see right here in this top middle one, like sometimes it does the muscle arms going up, sometimes it does them going down, sometimes you get both. Right there, it's got both in one alien head. And over here, it's got like two of them going down, like the Chanel logo or something like that. I don't know, man. This just a crazy ass looking snake. I think he took some of these out to sea and shit to show people and stuff like that, which is pretty cool. I like personally that Ash does stuff like that, and you know, you're not just looking at them on Instagram and stuff like that. Getting to see the snakes in person gives you a whole different perspective of how they look. You get the more accurate color representation, everything like that. And not everybody is privileged enough to have, you know, tables at these big shows that we all travel to and go to. So I think it's cool that, you know, Ash, you bring your stuff out and let everybody get a chance to see it. You know, let people hold them and stuff, pause. That's, you know, crazy. That's your investment that you're bringing out the house and stuff. That's like, you know, equivalent to having like 100 bands in your pocket and just being like, here you go, Posty, hold this 100 bands and stuff while everybody's looking at us all crazy. And you know, that's, I don't know, that's different to me and shit. And I think it's cool that you do all that. But yeah, man, it's just super cool snake, super cool morph. Can't wait to see it in a lot more combos. Obviously like the recessives and stuff like that. Not so much because, you know, I don't think clown rules the market. I don't think, you know, Malice Clown is, you know, like oh, you have to make it type stuff, but why not see? I want to see Malice Clown. I want to see a Malice Tricype. I want to see DG Hypo Malice, True Ghost Malice, freaking Red Stripe Yellow Belly Fire, who knows, Carnage Malice, I don't know. Just want to see it all. It's new. That's what this shit's all about, making new shit and stuff. That's what keeps us engaged. This ball python shit is different than the other reptiles and stuff. Me and the homie Pat Weezy were talking about this the other day. You know, you breed Aki monitors or, you know, something like that. You just make them the same thing year after year. Their value stays the same year after year, which is cool. That's, you know, that's cool. But that's what makes the ball python shit different. It's because every year you gotta be making something new, something different, something nobody's seen before and stuff. It's literally living art, and I think that's the part of it that makes it so addictive to everybody, is the fact that it's art. It's something that we keep getting to create and be creative and use our minds and stuff like that. So again, shout out to Ash. Shout out to the whole Dinker gang. Shout out to the homie Ian for bringing a lot of these things over here. Shout out to South Africa, like Ash would say, for that's where these guys live. That's where they come from. If they weren't over there, we wouldn't have shit. So, oh yeah. No. Bro. I swear to God, StreamYard is tweaking. There we go. But yeah, man. The Malice gene is fucking dope. There's 3 different variations of the gene too, Ash said. So that was just one of them and stuff. If you guys want to see the rest, go to this page, check them out, give them a follow if you haven't already. If you are, trust me, you're sleeping, bro. Go check that shit out. And let's get on into the Yeah, Green Tea Report. Hold up. Sorry. I had a weird call or something come through. But yeah, there's a lot of stuff going on this week in reptile news. Um, First thing first, Florida, man. Florida's getting crazy, crazy cold. They had like temperatures down in the 20s and 30s this week. It was snowing in Tampa. It's like super unheard of. As you guys probably know, when it gets a little chilly down in Florida, all the iguanas and stuff like that start falling out of the trees because they're like in brumation and they're basically like asleep and stuff like that. They kind of are frozen. So with it being as cold as it was, there's really a lot of them just falling out the trees like that and stuff. I would imagine maybe it's cold enough that a lot of them are like dying and stuff like that. So what Florida did was actually made it legal just for right now for people to collect all the fallen reptiles and iguanas and stuff like that without a permit, because usually you need a permit to do stuff like that. So there's so many right now. They're giving people permission to collect them without a permit, and then they have designated sites where they can go drop them off, and the Wildlife Commission will handle them accordingly, appropriately, humanely, whether they're still alive or not. So that's super crazy. That's kind of big news because it doesn't just get cold like that in Florida all the time, and the fact that there's so many reptiles out there that like can't handle this cold. Um, Again, with this cold, it's just going nationwide, cold everywhere, so that's been slowing down. Obviously, the shipping for reptiles and stuff. There's been a lot of shipping bans recently, stuff like that. I hope nobody out there is still trying to ship. We usually still hear the horror stories every time, but guys, just please stop. Don't put your animals at risk, put your business at risk and stuff like that. It's not worth it. Be patient. Just wait the extra couple days, weeks, whatever it takes for it to warm up and ship your animals safely and receive them safely. Everything like that. You'll be a lot more happier in that. Trust me. Again with the cold. This week in reptile news, have you guys heard of the Rhode Island tegu? They found black and white tegu buried in the snow up in Rhode Island. Luckily, he was still cool. He's still alive. He's at like a rehabilitation center right now, just doing his thing. And I know that probably from here on out, somebody's gonna take care of him and he'll live his best life. I don't know how he ended up in the snow. Um, I don't want to assume any negligence. I know sometimes shit happens. Animals escape, whatever. The important thing is that he got found. He's alive and he's safe now. But yeah, the Rhode Island tegu. And speaking of like, I don't know, does it have anything to do with Rhode Island? I feel like it does for some reason. But Groundhog Day, Woodstock Willie, bro, he's seen his motherfucking, or didn't see his shadow, whichever it is. But either way, we're getting early spring, according to the groundhog. I don't know. Let's see if it happens. Usually, he always predicts the long winter, and we have the long winter, and it blows. But let's see what happens this time. Another big thing in reptile news, U.S. Ark. I don't know if you guys seen the most recent U.S. Ark update. Um, Powell, Wyoming. They're fighting the city's exotic animal ordinance, I guess. Um, there's no set date yet for the city to do anything. but it has come to the attention that they're reviewing their ordinance and probably going to update some things. The reason why this is a big deal is because they before became under the city got sued and federal lawsuit against them and everything else like that because um, they took away some lady's domesticated animal. I don't know what it is, but she had a domestic animal that was legal, and they tried to put an animal ban and messed with her over having an animal that was legal and stuff like that. So the reason why this is a big deal now that they're reviewing their thing again is because more than likely they're gonna try to be sneaky and add some sneaky wording in there to get things the way they want and ban the animals that they want banned. Uh, Another sneaky way that they do that, and which is kind of already what they had did before, is they leave the wording very open and very broad, so that way they can add any animals that they want to it. Instead of specifically saying XYZ ABC species, they'll just use the genus in general, or they'll just say big cats or snakes, rather not saying like pythons, boas, this colubrids, whatever. So it's really important that we pay attention to that. Shout out to U.S. ARC for paying attention to that, bringing it to its attention, and going there and fighting for us, and making our voice heard in situations like this, not just in Wyoming, but all over the U.S. Um, if you guys don't already follow USARC or already a member, I suggest you do so. It's like $40. It helps them out a lot. You get a t-shirt, a hat, like a whole little swag pack Vanessa sends you. You get your $40 worth just in like swag and merch and stuff. And then that, like I said, that $40 really helps them because USARC is a nonprofit. They need every dollar they can get from membership so that they can have the funds to travel to these places and fight, go to Congress and stuff like that, and fight for us, fight for our rights, fight for the animals' rights, the animal trade rights, things like that. A lot of lawmakers think, that we should just like release our animals back into the wild. When these animals have been captive for years and years, they would never survive in the wild. We'd be doing the species a disservice and like the environment a disservice by like trying to release animals into the wild and stuff like that. And yeah, it's also important that we sometimes breed some of the species that we breed because without captive breeding, they probably would be extinct in the wild. Like the Siamese crocodile is a good example of that. There's only a couple hundred in the wild now when they thought they actually were extinct at one point. But there's like millions of them in captivity. So think about how huge that is. Stuff like that. And it's important that we keep all the species alive as long as we can because a lot of our medicines and stuff like that and comes from animal research and snake venoms and stuff like that. There's all types of reasons why you should be following USARC, supporting USARC. But other than that, yeah, man, everybody, um, come tap in with me on Thursday for Tinfoil Fitted. I got a super dope episode lined up this week. We're gonna have the homie Elias on with us. We're gonna talk about the top craziest pop culture conspiracies. So definitely, there's nobody better to have on that episode other than Elias. We did, if you missed it, last Thursday we did the top 10 dumbest conspiracies. We had the homie John from More4 John for that one. That was super, super fun. Probably one of the best episodes that we did so far, one of the funnest episodes. So, yeah, that would be cool to hit you guys with another top 10 list. There's any other top 10s that you could think of that you would like us to cover, hit me up, put them in the comments and stuff. We're always open to suggestions for the show. Anything that you guys want to see, just let us know. Anything that you guys want to see on this show, let me know. But yeah, if you guys missed the Shenanigan podcast last Thursday, go tap in, or hit the replay gang on that one, and tap in this week. Comes on Elias's channel right before Tinfoil Fitted comes on. And as always, catch us on Saturday for for Elias again with the Snake Cinnamon podcast Saturday morning. Then come back Saturday night on the homie Wizards channel for Sophisticated. Sunday, you know, we got the whole lineup for you guys. We got F&A, we got Father Don. Go shout out everybody, hit them up, follow their YouTubes, their Instagrams. Just stay current with everybody in the circle and the whole movement, man, because this is just the beginning. We're definitely doing things. Pause. That being said, love you guys. Appreciate you guys for tapping in again. See you next week. Peace.